Hi everyone, good morning. The training will soon start. We'll start at 10 a.m. Do share the link to as many that should join the training that are not here. Please get everyone to join us and we'll kickstart at 10 a.m. Thank you. Hello, good morning. Confirm you can see me. Confirm you can see me. Okay, I think it's my screen. All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Confirm you can see my screen. Yes, great, great, great. My name is Christiana Udom. I'll be your trainer for today. I'm an Impact trainer. I have with me on the call my colleagues Odwanyo Folari and Grace Odofin. I also have with me moderating Chiamaka Okorafo. All right, they will be answering your questions on the Q&A segments. Okay, so in the course of this training, if you have any questions, do well to put it in the Q&A segment and they would answer your questions. And of course, I'd like to get to meet you. Let me get to meet you. I'm right here in Nigeria, so I want to know where you are connecting from. What's your name and where are you connecting from? Good morning. Someone says good afternoon. I am Alima Jihad from Ethiopia. Alima, nice to meet you. Confirm you can hear me clearly. Nice meeting you too, Dennis. Okay. Adiza from Nigeria. Mwaya Mary from Tanzania. Good. Okay. Timumuda from Zimbabwe. All right. Okay. Okay. From Ethiopia. Oh, so many people. Soko from Malawi. Happiness from Nigeria. Helen from Ethiopia. Metadel from Ethiopia. Margaret from Kenya. All right. Greetings to all of you. You're welcome. Taram from Liberia. Tabo from South Africa, Mudukbe from Nigeria. You're welcome. You are all welcome. You're all welcome. It promises to be an interesting session. I want to give 1 or 2 minutes to those who might be joining late so they can meet up with us before we start. Okay. Jigaga from Ethiopia, you are welcome. You are welcome. You are all welcome. Nice to meet you all. Confirm you can see my screen. Confirm you can see my screen. So today we are going to be looking at a topic titled Business Growth Planning. Business Growth Planning. We are basically looking at how you can build your business by planning strategically. How you can build your business planning strategically, right? Our topic today is business growth planning. So I would like to hear from you. How many of you actually have made plans? You have business goals plans, you've written them out, and you've been able to achieve those plans that you wrote out in your business within the last 2 years. I want your responses. You have actually done a business growth plan for yourself and your business, and you have been able to achieve that plan within 2 years. I want an answer. Okay, someone says not written. Okay, you've not written. Okay, Rashidat from Abuja, right? Someone says no, I haven't. Okay, you see why this topic is interesting. Okay, Mohammed Musa from Sudan. Okay, if you have written a business plan before and you've been able to follow through that plan and you've achieved that plan in 2 years, I want to get your responses. Yes, I have written a goal plan. Respond in the chat box. Yes, I have written a goal plan. Or no, I have not written any goal plan. And I haven't followed any goal plan before. Yes or no? Yes, no. Yes, no. Someone says, I have, but I'm still struggling. I'm still in process of following through. Nice for being honest. Good. Nice. That's nice. Someone says, not for myself. Uh, Gobezie says, not for myself, but I've helped a number of business plan for my clients and seen gets financial. I didn't quite get that. But we have more of no's. We have more of no's. We have more of no's. Okay. We have more of no's. Maybe Odon and Falari should make you a co-host, Grace or Dolphin. All right, we are diving quickly into the session. Okay, I have been able to make you a co-host. Grace, I've done that. Let's dive into the session quickly. All right. Number one, we're going to be looking at what is a business growth plan. Many of us who have never written a business growth plan do not know what a business growth plan is. So today we are going to be looking at what exactly can we classify as business growth plan. Number two, why do I need a growth plan? Number three, pillars for business growth. Number four, what to include in a business growth plan. And then number five, how to write a business growth plan. Number six, major growth strategies. What are the growth strategies you should adopt for your business? All right. So let's look at number one. Those are the six outlines we'll be looking at quickly. The first one is, what is a business growth plan? What can you classify as business growth plan? Many of us know how to run business. We know how to open business. We know how to register the business. We know how to buy and sell, but we do not know how to create a business growth plan. And if you ask me, if you don't know how to create a business growth plan, you will not know how to expand that business. You will not know how to use your resources to make the business grow because there's no plan. All you are just doing is buying and selling, buying and selling, buying and selling. And there is no strategy for growth. There's no strategy to multiply the income and generate more income. So basically, what we're going to be looking at today is what we call business growth plan and how you can use that plan to strategize to make your business grow. All right, a business growth plan is a detailed scale plan. You call objective as your aim, plans, what you want to do, what you want to achieve, what you want your business to be able to achieve in a certain period of time. All right. Sales objectives, cost reduction, and expansion. That's basically what your business growth plan should contain, right? Unlike a business plan that focuses on 3 to 5 year time frame, a growth plan covers a shorter period, typically 12 months to 14 months, right? Your business growth should cover a year or 2 years max. And then when you are writing your goal plan, you do not estimate what you cannot achieve. You can even reduce your goal plan to be 3 months. You set your sales objective and then you manage your business based on the plan you have, seeing what you can achieve within that period of time, and also looking at what you've been able to achieve before, using that as a guide to forecast and to plan for yourself. Is my business ready to grow? Let's talk about it. Is my business ready to grow? Are you ready to grow as a businessman or as a businesswoman? That's a question for you. If you're ready to grow, then you should be talking about business plan. Now, the next thing is, why do I need a growth plan? Why do I need a growth plan? The following situations justify the need for a business growth plan. One, market share and penetration, recouping early losses, future risk minimization, and then investor guide and concrete revenue plan. Let's look at market share and penetration. If your business is a growing business, let's not say small business now. If your business is a growing business, you should be looking at a feasibility, a possibility where your business could grow to have a share penetration plan. And you can also plan on recouping early losses. You don't want to make losses that will bring down your business. You don't want to make losses that will crash the business outrightly. You want to avoid losses that will make the business to come to an end. And that, of course, is about knowing how to manage your finances. Knowing how to manage your finances. Let's look at market share and penetration. Business growth plan helps you avoid stagnation, build strategy to penetrate new markets. When you have your market share penetration plan, you will be able to build the business such that the business will not crash in no time. It will even attract people who would want to, be interested in your business and invest in your business. You would also be expanding your business beyond the current place where you are. For instance, if you are selling from Tanzania, when you have market share penetration, you'll be looking at how you can carry that business beyond Tanzania to maybe South Africa, to maybe Kenya, to maybe even Nigeria, having business clients who are interested in your business and who are willing to buy from you from other countries, right? Because you have a plan of selling beyond your locality. Recouping early losses, most companies lose far more than they earn in their early years. To recoup these losses, you need to grow your company to a point where it can make enough revenue to pay off your debts. You don't want to start making early losses that will crash the business. You don't want to incur costs of running the business beyond your income. That's what recouping early losses is basically talking about. And then we have future risk maximization. Growth plan matters for established businesses to make sales more efficient, thereby becoming more liquid to cover unexpected problems. When you do a business plan for 1 year or 2 years, you are already protecting that business and planning for the future of that business, avoiding the business from crashing when any small problem comes. When your income comes, you know how to manage your income, you know how to reinvest in the business, you know how to expand the business, and you know how to manage your workers, manage the resources you have, and your investment. The third thing we're looking at is investor guide. A business growth plan aims at informing investors on how your company plans to build sales in the coming month. If you are an investor and you want to invest in someone's business, you would want to see the antecedent of that business. You want to see the records of that business. That's why record keeping is very good. If you have a business plan, it will serve like a proposal that you can present. Oh, this is what my business has been doing in the past 1 year. This is where we are going in the next 6 months. This is where we are going in the next 12 months. This is what we are, our feasibility for this business in the next 2 years. An investor who sees that kind of plan will be intrigued to want to invest in your business because you have a business plan. The next thing is concrete revenue plans. Growth plans are customizable to each business and don't need to follow a set template. However, all business growth plans must focus heavily on revenue. The plan should answer the simple question: how does your company plan to make money each quarter? You should be able to answer that question. What is your concrete revenue plan? How do you plan to make more money in the next quarter? Oh, for example, in the first quarter, you made X amount of dollars and you have a business plan. This is the strategy you want to adopt to be able to multiply that X amount of dollars in the next quarter. But if you're not the type that writes plan or makes a business growth plan, you will just run your business as it comes. However sales come, you take it that way. Okay, last month we sold X amount of money, and this month you don't even know what the feasibility plan for this month is. You don't have the strategy for how much you want to make. So you're not even, you're not even in the position to say, oh, we exceeded this amount this quarter because of this and this and this that we did. I hope you're able to grasp what I have just been able to explain. If you understand so far, give me an emoji. If you have questions, drop your questions in the question and answer box and let us quickly address your questions. Someone says, is this plan okay? I want to assume you're trying to ask, do you do a business growth plan before you start the business or after? You can actually do a business growth plan before you start the business, and you can also do it after you have started the business. But you must be in the business to be able to plan for the next quarter based on what you have done and what you want to achieve, how you want to achieve them, right? If you have been doing business, for example, for 2 years in Kenya, and you are planning to expand to the UK, you must come up with a strategy to be able to devise a means to start exporting to the UK so that your business grows and become an international business. You must have a plan. All right. I hope we have been able to answer that questions. Thank you for giving me the emojis. I see you, Mohammed. I see you, Adeshin or Rashidat. Bella, I see you. Kasoka, I see you. All right. Let's quickly move on to the next thing. Number 3, pillars for business growth. What are the pillars for business growth? Okay. A strong growth plan reposes on 6 main pillars. These 6 pillars are the main pillars for business growth. 1, building a solid foundation. You must have a foundation. A business that doesn't have a foundation is standing on nothing. When we talk of foundation, we are talking about your base. Where are you starting your business from? On what basis are you starting your business? Do you even have the seed capital for that business. Okay, for example, you started a business with let's say $500. $500. That's the foundation of that business. Now, in 3 months, do you still have that $500, or you now have less than $500? Why do you have less than $500? Did you use the business capital to buy assets for the business, or to pay staff? Or did you use the capital to invest in the business and you generated $250 as profit within 3 months? Then if you actually generated $250 within 3 months, when you're adding $250 within 3 months to the 500 initial capital, you should be having $750. Now, what should be your business plan? How should I multiply this $750 within the next 6 months, or within the next 12 months, or within the next 24 months? That is the basic foundation. The next thing we are looking at is knowing your market. From the foundation of this is the seed capital I have, who is your market audience? Or rather, who are your market audience? Who are your market audience? Where is your market? Is your market within your locality? Can your market be expanded beyond your locality to selling online, where you can actually sell to multiple people across the world from your base? That's knowing your market. The next thing is business idea validation. From the short time you've been able to do your business, can you beat your chest that your business has idea validation? Your idea is receptive by your market audience, and your idea is sellable. People are willing to exchange their monies for what you are selling. The next thing is marketing and sales for growth. What are the marketing strategies and sales strategies you are adopting to grow that business? So far in the course of this training, we have been teaching you different things on business growth, business online marketing, stuff like that. Those are the channels you should adopt. I just talked about someone selling from Kenya and dreaming to selling in UK. You can make your business a business that you don't have to be physically in a store to sell to your clients. Just the way I'm speaking to you, you can actually have your business on the digital space, on the digital platforms, and people can actually buy from you from different parts of the world, and you can actually send their goods to them, export their goods to them, deliver their goods to them wherever they are. What are the marketing strategies you are adopting? Number 5, the fifth step, fifth pillar: what are the financial management basics you are adopting to manage the business and help the business grow? Then sustainability and scalability. How do you plan to sustain that business? How do you plan to scale that business from level 1 to level 5 and then to level 10? How do you plan to grow that business? We are going to be looking at building a solid foundation, building strong business vision and mission, set objectives and goals, identifying key company values, right? That is building a solid foundation. Confirm you can see my screen. Now, what are the vision and mission? Before you start a business, you must have clearly defined vision, clearly defined mission. You must be able to describe your company's future, outline the company's vision, plans to achieve its goals, and what the business will ultimately achieve. What is your vision and what is your mission? As a business owner, how do you plan to achieve your vision? Your vision is, I want to be able to be a, a prominent exporter of my business from Kenya to UK. Then mission, how do you want to achieve that vision? What are the process you want to adopt to achieving the vision? That's your mission. Set smart objectives and goals. What are smart objectives? What are smart goals? SMART goal stands for specifics, measurable, achievable, time-bound deliverables. You don't set objectives that you are not going to be able to achieve. Remember, I gave you an instance. You have $500 seed capital, and in 3 months, you've been able to make $250. Then you now want to make $1,000. That's just an example. What are the plans and objectives for which you want to achieve that $1,000? Identifying key company values. Assess your current organizational culture and review your strategic business plan. Then define what your choosing values to guide the future of your business. You need to identify your key company values. The next thing is market segmentation, knowing your market. I just talked about you knowing who your target audience is. Who are your customers? Knowing your customers. Who are your target audience? Who are your market audience? Who are those buying from? You don't have any business reaching out to people that are not your audience, that are not your market, right? So you must be able to identify your market. You must be able to segment your market. Divide your market, your target market, into clearly defined subgroup of consumers who have common characteristics and priorities. When you identify this segment, you can tailor your market strategy so you are better able to meet your customers' wants and need. If you are selling, for example, you are selling food items, edible items, you should be able to know who your market audience are. How do you want to target them? Who do you want to sell to? You can actually write proposals to eateries, people who cook on a daily basis that you want to be supplying them. You can actually go to the local markets and look for distributors that buy in large quantity that you want to be supplying them. You can actually sell online to the final consumers who buy every day. So these are different strategies. You've been able to identify your market. I sell food items and I want to be able to sell to different people. You don't just open a shop, sit down in your shop, set your goods on the shelf and sit down and be waiting for people who walk in to buy from you. That's olden days. That's how our mothers used to sell. That's how our fathers used to do business. In this present 2025, you must be able to segment your market. How can I sell to these people? How can I deliver to these people? For all you may care, there are companies that are looking for distributors who can help them bring the goods that they use for their production directly to their company. If you don't go making research, if you don't go writing proposals, if you don't go seeking for investors to boost your business, there is no way you will find them, right? That your business is a growing business does not mean you cannot do a business plan that will propel you from level 1 to level 100. That's basically what market segmentation is about. We'll move on to target market selection. It involves evaluating how lucrative various segments in the market are, which segments will give the best return on investment, and the time it takes to penetrate the market to a significant extent. What are your competitors doing? What are the markets available to you as a business owner? How can you penetrate this market? How long will it take you to assess this market? How long will it take you to be able to make tangible investment from this segment? You weigh your options, right? Creating a unique value proposition. Your brand's value proposition is a promise of value to be delivered. It's the primary reason a prospect should buy from you. Why would I want to do business with you if you do not have value proposition? You are not able to convince me that you would deliver within 24 hours. You are not able to convince me that you would deliver without any problem, or you are not able to show me reports from other people you have served, reviews, positive reviews. Those are what I'm talking about. You must be able to convince your client by defining a clear statement that explains the benefits of your product. You must be able to state it clearly, either on your product or on your voucher or on your brochure or whatever. Even online, I should be able to see it, that you have clear, defined statements that explains the benefits of your product, that explains the kind of services you render, how it solves customers' problems, and why it is different from the rest, why I should buy from you, right? Let me have an emoji to know that you're listening to me and you're with me. I'm not just talking to myself. Throw me an emoji. Let me know that you are with me if you are still here. Great, 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 great. Thank you. Carry keen market research. Evaluate the viability of service or product you are launching. Conduct your research directly with potential customers. Conduct your research directly with potential customers. People should be able to give you validation. Market research will enable you to define a target market and get opinions and other feedback from consumers about their interest in a product or service. People should be able to give you validation when you launch your products. Let people test your goods. Let people test your services, or those you have even rendered services for. Be kind enough to ask them for review. How was my service? How is my product? Do you like it? Would there be anything you would want us to do to improve? What are your little observations, right? These reviews will help you win other customers. You should also be able to establish business hypothesis, identify a problem or question, formulate potential outcomes, identify the appropriate test statistics, gather data, and perform hypothesis testing. All of this still has to do with testing your product, asking for reviews, asking people their positive or negative reviews that will guide you before you are confident to put out your business outside. Because, of course, you must have validation. Your business is not just to be used by you. Others who use your business or who patronize your business should be able to say something good about your business or something you should work on about the business. Address customer needs. Don't just be aloof. My business is doing well. My customers like my goods. They like our services. Have you been able to gather in-depth details from your customers? Have you been able to communicate with your customers? And have you been able to do market research, assess your customers' feedback? What has your customers said about your goods? Not just family now, but customers, right? We'll move on to the next point, marketing and sales for growth. I already explained that you must be able to apply marketing mix. You must be able to build your brand identity through marketing. If companies as big as Coca-Cola are still running marketing till today, why would you not want to run marketing for your business? If companies as big as Samsung, as big as iPhone, big as Infinix, they are running marketing till tomorrow, you also have to plan for marketing so that your business can get the positive, awareness that it deserves. Okay, you must develop sales strategy, and you must develop ways of putting your business out there. I used to tell people, even if you do not have the money to do online marketing or to do big publicity like on the newspapers, television, billboards, you can actually go for events and put your business out there. In your country, find out when they are having all of this kind of programs where they do displays of events, shows, where you can put out your business, go with your flyer, go with your card. You may not be able to make as much sales as you want, but when you go out of your comfort zone, of your office, of your shop, to go for a show where you showcase your business, put your business flyers, put your business banner out there, you may meet one or two people that will connect you to businesses that you do that will lift your business up. So find time to register, check online for programs. They usually ask for participants and registration. Register your business, attend those events, showcase your business, and then gradually, you are doing publicity for your business, right? I hope you understand what I have just said. Financial management, it can't be overemphasized. Understand your financials, identify your financial needs, identify your funding options, apply for adequate financing. Many of us want to grow our business, but we don't have adequate capital. Many of us have business plan, but we don't have adequate capital. So you must be able to identify your financial needs. You are not getting finance to buy more assets when you need to supply goods. You are not getting finance to pay your staff when you need to supply goods. You also have to identify your funding options. There are companies giving out funding, there are banks giving out funding. You must be able to say, oh, I need so funding for so business. I currently produce so quantity. I want to be able to produce so quantity with this amount of funding and to be able to achieve this. Then you can present your books, you can present your business growth plan and your proposal to the bank, right? That's basically what financial management is about. Sustainability and scalability. Integrate sustainability in your business. Identify when to scale. Adopt the right leadership. Your business shouldn't die with your idea alone. You shouldn't be the executive director, the managing director, the administrator, the HR, the front desk officer. You shouldn't be everything if you want to scale your business. You should be able to get people of like minds to share ideas and to push that business so that the business will grow beyond you, right? And of course, you must have the right leadership for your business to grow beyond you. Question and answer session at this point. We'll take questions. We'll take questions. How can a business use market research to identify the most effective growth strategy? Very good. When you do a market research, you are not just researching about your product, you are also researching about other people's products similar to yours, other people's services similar to yours. So you are to follow how they do their business, what has sustained that business, why they are still selling and who they are selling to. Then you must be able to identify your growth strategy based on your research. I'll give you an example. I told you if you are selling food items, for example, and you sell within your neighborhood, you sell within your community, or you sell within your country, and you are looking to take the business beyond your country, you want to be able to sell to people outside your country, you are supposed to do a market research. How can I sell these goods? Let's say you sell um let's say you sell palm oil. Palm oil. You are to do a market research on companies that sell palm oil. Go and find out about those companies. How do they sell? Who are their customers? How do they deliver palm oil? Do you know that they export palm oil from one country to another? Do you know that they sell palm oil to eateries that cook, restaurants that cook? Even they sell palm oil to supermarkets, branded palm oil, corked, sealed with different branded names. So your research will be, how can I sell this thing, and how have those who have been in this business doing it before? Then you identify the most effective growth strategy for that business and you begin to put it into action. I believe I've been able to answer your question. Thank you for that question. All right. In the absence of no other question, we move on to the next topic. Next item, number 4. What to include in a business growth plan. What to include in a business growth plan. Your business growth plan should include the following: a marketing plan of how you will achieve growth. Remember that the business is synonymous to you alone. You know the business you run, and you know the kind of plan that can work for you based on your financials, right? You should be able to, let's start from number 1. You should be able to give a description of expansion opportunities. Remember, I just answered the person who talked about growth strategy and research. If you're finished doing the research, you have come up with, you came up with a growth strategy, you should be able to describe the expansion opportunities that are there in that business. You run services, for example. Yours is not selling, it's not buying and selling. You deliver skills, acquisition knowledge to people, or you deliver services and people pay you. You should be able to identify expansion opportunities within that scope of business. Do research on how you can expand. Don't just sit down and say, the economy is not friendly, business is not moving, people are not buying. You are the one saying that. There are people that are still making millions of dollars in this present economy where you are living, in Kenya, in Zimbabwe, in South Africa, in Mozambique. People are making money. Do research. Don't be lazy with your business. Don't just allow the idea to remain with you and then you don't know the next step to take. That's why we're talking about this business plan. Number two, financial goals broken down by quarter and year. Don't do a business and you cannot give financial breakdown on how you are running your business. That is a no. How much did you use in starting that business? How much do you currently have? If you have not done any financial growth plan, or you've not done any business growth plan before, start right now, today. Immediately you finish this lecture, sit yourself down, get your pen and your paper, write down the business growth plan based on the finances you have, how you plan to scale up the business, where you plan to source for funding, and how you plan to pay back. Research on businesses like yours, how they grew from point zero to where they are now. Who are their market audience? Who should be your own market audience? Right? Number three, a market plan of how you will achieve growth. That's just what I'm talking about. Do a plan how you will achieve growth. Number four, a financial plan to determine what capital is accessible during growth. You must be intentional with your business to make the necessary growth you want. And then number five, a breakdown of your company's staffing's need and responsibility. Don't just employ people and everybody is doing everything. No. Employ people and let there be classification, job description, job classification, deliverables, KPIs. People should deliver on their jobs. You as the founder should have what you are doing, which is your role. The person who is also working for you, either as the administrator or the co-founder, should also have what their roles are, what their duties are. And then the staffing needs you need. Do they need to be empowered by trainings? Do they need mental empowerment, like organizing trainings that will spur them to achieving or catching your vision with you? Those are what we are talking about. Give me an emoji to let me know that you understand perfectly what we just said. Let me get an emoji. Great. If you have questions, please put up your questions and it will be answered. Great. Thank you. Great. All right. How to write a business growth plan. Now we are at the point where we want to talk about how you can write a business growth plan. Remember that we do not give out our materials. You can only go back to YouTube to watch it and follow through what you learn. But you can actually put all of this down on pen and paper. Okay? Bring out your pen and paper and write down how you can write a business growth plan. Number one, think ahead. Think ahead. Thinking ahead is being futuristic. Is like planning ahead. The future is always unpredictable, but if you study your target market, your competition, and the past growth of your company, you can plan for future expansion. Think ahead. What do you want to achieve with that business? Do you just want it to be a business that pays your bills, that you're just comfortable with? You are eating every day, you are feeding your family, and you're just okay. Is that what you want the business to be? Or you want the business to even outlive you? What I mean by outlive you, when you are not there, the business is still going. Do you want the business to be like that? Somebody started Access Bank in Nigeria. The owner passed on, I think it was last year, but the business is still alive. And that's because that man made a plan for that business to outlive him. It doesn't matter how small your business is. I don't like saying small. I prefer, it doesn't matter if your business is a growing business. You can actually think ahead for that business to become something big. Study other growth plans. Before you start writing, review models from some successful companies. I already mentioned that. Before you write yours, review the models of other successful companies like yours. You want to do a business or you are in a business, what are the people in that same business that are known and prominent? What are they doing? Study their models, research about them. When you know how these people started, how they were able to become successful, it will give you a guide on how to sustain yours. Discover opportunities for growth. Don't just sit down. I just told you a few minutes ago, there are opportunities. People are making money from these opportunities left, right, and center. You are the person who is not seeing it. And that's because you are not making enough research. You are not coming up with a growth plan. You are not thinking ahead. Discover opportunities for growth. With some research, you can determine if your expansion opportunities lies in creating new products, adding more services, targeting a new market, opening new locations, or going global. You see that? You can decide, oh, I am selling this brand of thing. Can I refine this product and make it like this and give it a new name? How do you think all this iPhone 12, iPhone 13, iPhone 14, iPhone, they are coming up with new branding ideas and they are selling. That's it. So you must not stay dormant. Don't stay idle. Don't stay without making growth plan or researching for growth opportunities. You must be smart as a business owner. You must be what? You must be smart. You need to identify what is that trigger that will change your business and make you a millionaire or make you making millions in dollars. There is that thing you need to do. One thing that can change the narrative for you. So from this point I just mentioned, write them down. So later you go back and sit down and ask yourself, which one do I do? Right? Do I create new products? Do I add more services to what I'm doing? Oh, I am doing this kind of service. Do I need to add more services to it to expand our services? Do I target new markets? Oh, I've sold to these people within this region. Do I need to expand to a new region to be able to get new markets? Do I open new locations? Oh, I'm currently selling in this part of Kenya. Do I go to the southeast, the southern part of Kenya? Do I go to the northern part of Kenya? Do I go to the western part of Kenya? Do I change the location to sell better, right? Or do I target completely new markets outside of Kenya? Or do I go global? You should be able to make this research and come up with the answers to these questions I just asked you. Once you've identified your best option for growth, then you put them in your plan. The next thing is evaluate your team. Your plan should include an assessment of your employees and a look at staffing requirements to meet your growth objective. You need intellectual people who can bring your vision to reality. You need people who can think into reality what is in your head. So if you don't have the right employees, maybe you should start thinking of employing the right people. If you also have the right people, then you should channel their minds to getting the growth objectives you desire, right? Assess your employees and look at your staffing requirements. If you already have a well enough staff, then you need to put your plan in place. You need to get a business development person, someone that can develop your business, that can help you strategize. I told you, you can't do everything. You cannot be the executive director, the CEO, the HR, the administrator, the front desk officer. You can't do everything. So you need to also be able to expand your business such that you have people thinking for you. Find the capital, right? Find capital. Every business needs capital. This includes detailed information on how you fund your expansion. You should be able to fund your expansion. Find the capital. Market analysis. Be sure to outline how you will effectively market your business to encourage growth and how your marketing efforts will evolve as you grow. Ask for help. Seek advice. Ask for help from other business owners who have had successful growth and you can imitate their growth, right? This growth plan too, you can actually outsource it. Yes, you can actually seek a consultant to help you write one. Ask for help. You have the money, you don't know how to write the plan such that it will help you propel your business. Get a consultant to do that for you. There are people who do those services. If you feel you cannot do it by yourself, right? Take actions, write down and execute all your plans and meet your growth objectives. Now, it's not enough to write the plan. It's not enough to get a consultant to do the plan. Implementing it is another thing, right? Number 6, which is our last outline, major growth strategies. Major growth strategy. 1, market development strategy. Market development strategy focuses on increasing growth by assessing and updating your market's efforts to target new demographics. You must be able to come up with a strategy to target new demographics. You are selling to people within the age of 40 to 65. How can you re-strategize such that you can be able to sell to people from 39 to 20? We have graduates of about 20 years now. We even have youths that are in the universities and are doing business, that are buying because they are earning. Product development strategy. Product development strategy involves creating new products or services to serve your current target market. I told you that if you want to expand, you must be able to identify and come up with new ideas of creating new products. You are doing your business like this. How can you refine it to do it like this to get new markets? You are running your services like this. How can you refine it to introduce new services or to expand the services to reach out to new clients and new audience. Market penetration strategy. Market penetration strategy aims to increase your company market share by encouraging customers to purchase your product or services. You must be able to find out how to reach your customers beyond those that visit your office every day. Do you have a website? Do you put your website outside for people to see? Is your website connected to all your digital platforms, your social media platforms? Do you have a website where people can buy from you even when you are sleeping? Yes, this is 2025. People sell even while they are asleep. You want to go global. Someone in America time zone is different from you in Kenya or you in Tanzania. Someone in the UK or Canada or Sweden wants to buy from you because they have seen your marketing on social media and they go to your website. They want to buy from you. Can they make their purchases right on time? Can your website direct your clients to the payment platform that they can make payment and place order for your goods and it can be delivered, or pay for order for your services? Or you that run a service online, can people access your services in a purchased form that you don't have to come real time like this and be teaching the way I'm teaching to render the service? Someone needs a service. Can they buy your service online? That's what we're talking about. Diversification strategy. Diversification is a combination of market and product development strategy. When diversifying, instead of focusing on a single endeavor, you consider new products and services you might offer to new markets. Diversification is doing 3 or 4 kind of business all in one. Oh, you are a business person and your company does service A, service B, service C, service D, service E. If E is not bringing money today, D is bringing, C is bringing, B is bringing, A is bringing. Don't be one-sided. Don't be stereotyped with your business idea. Make research, read about your business, find out how you can expand and diversify in your current business. All right. Question and answer before we come to the end of this class. I like to take questions. Give me an emoji if you understand everything I have said and it makes sense to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, what role does financial forecasting play in shaping a realistic and achievable business growth plan? Yes, forecasting plays a vital role in achieving your business goal plan. For example, you have been doing your business for 1 year. You now have an idea of how that business works. Then you can forecast. You cannot forecast when you have not done the business at all. You have not even started the business at all. You have not registered the business. The business is still fresh in your mind. You might not be able to give an accurate forecast for that business plan, right? So you can forecast when you have done that business for a period of time, and then you want to strategize for another period of time, then you can forecast because you have your facts and figures with you. You have $1,000 and in 1 year you've been able to make another $2,000. Oh, that should tell you this business is lucrative. I can be able to invest $5,000 in this business and make $100,000 in 1 year. That's forecasting, right? So you forecast based on your figures, based on your papers, based on your finances, what you have done previously. You can forecast, get financial help or get financial support to be able to push that business and achieve your business growth plan. I hope I've been able to answer your question. Thank you. My question is, I'm a multi-trader. How can you advise me? You see, sometimes you need to sit yourself down and ask yourself, what do I want to do exactly? What do I represent? What does my business? That is not to say you shouldn't diversify, right? But you diversify when you already have footing in one, not jack of all trade and master of none. You definitely not know which of the business is doing fine. So you must be able to say, I am a multi-trader in this A, this B, this C, this D, but I do A as my major business, right? If you do not have a major business and you are doing this one today, tomorrow, that one, this one, tomorrow, you won't be able to build the business. You must have a major business that you're doing, that people know you for, people buy from you, and you expand that business. Other ones can just be, support system on the side, different things, but not that you don't have a major. No, you must have a major. Please, my moderators, put up the attendance form on the chat box so they can fill their forms. All right, summary and key takeaways. Planning your business growth strategy carefully brings many benefits and financial rewards. You have to follow these tips to help prepare your business for growth, right? Business SWOT. That's talking about your strength, your weakness, your opportunity, and threat. Establish your business current performance. Analyze yourself. Thank God for the question I just answered before now. Someone says, I'm a multiple trader. How can you advise? You need to analyze yourself. What are the strengths of your business? What is the weakness of your business? What is the threat? And what are the opportunities? Right? Business growth plan. Prepare a business growth plan based on the analysis you have done. And of course, use the targets to implement your business growth plan. The targets of your customers, use it to implement your business growth plan. Assess your options. Assess your options for growth. Measure your business growth. Set KPIs. When you make the business plan, also be sure to assess it after a while, that you were able to follow the plan and what you were able to achieve. You don't just write a plan and you don't follow it. You don't just write a business guide and you are not diligent with it. So you'll be able to measure the growth when you have been diligent in following the plan. We'll take questions if there are any, and then we'll ask these questions. Since I don't have any question, I'm going to be asking you the questions now. What is a business growth plan? Let's take questions. What is a business growth plan? A or B or C or D? Let's see who gets it first. Okay. All right, B. Okay. It says a detailed scaling plan for a business with well-defined objective within 2 years. Clap for yourselves. Clap for yourselves. Clap for yourselves. Clap for yourselves. Okay, brilliant. Number two, how does a business growth plan differ from a business plan? How does a business growth plan differ from a business plan? A business growth plan covers 3 to 5 years, while a business plan covers 2 years. A business growth plan focuses on scaling over 3 to 24 months, while a business plan spans 3 to 5 years. A business growth plan focuses only on financials, while a business plan covers marketing. They are identical documents. Okay, many say B. Business growth plan focuses on scaling over 3 to 4 months, while a business plan spans 3 to 5 years. Beautiful. Which of the following situations justifies the need for a growth plan? Writing employee policies, recouping early losses and minimizing future risk, developing personal branding, designing a new company logo. Everything seems to be B. Okay. The next question, number 4, says, what is the first pillar for business growth? Marketing and sales, financial management, building a solid foundation, sustainability and scalability. Let me see who will remember that. Oh, someone got it. See. Great, 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 great. Okay, number 5. What does knowing your market involve? Creating a unique value proposition and market segmentation, ignoring competitors, selecting product based on assumptions, setting no target market. You should get that one. That's very easy. A. Great. Many people got it. A. It's A. All right. Number 6. Which of the following is not included in a business growth plan? Financial plan, a description of expansion opportunity, a marketing plan, a list of competitors' employees. That one is very simple. Oh, you got it. D. The answer is D. Okay, number 7. What is a key step in writing a business growth plan? Focusing solely on financials, evaluating your team and setting KPIs, ignoring customer feedback, avoiding market analysis. Many of us wrote B. Okay. All right, that's correct. Number 8, what is an example of a major growth strategy? Cutting all customer service staff, market development and product development strategies, avoiding market penetration strategies, focusing only on current customers. An example of a major growth strategy. B, correct, correct. And then the last question says, what does financial management for business growth involve? What does financial management for business growth involve? Ignoring funding options, identifying financial needs to applying for adequate financing, reducing all expenses to the minimum, avoiding discussion about funding. The answer is B. Clap for yourselves. I have brilliant students in this class. Great. All right. We have come to the end of this class, and I want to say thank you for attending. Thank you for participating. I hope you enjoyed the class and the training, and I hope you took some things home that you are going to put into practice to expand your business to the next level. I wish every one of you the very best in business. All right. Thank you to my moderators, Grace Odofin, Okafor Chiamaka. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless you all. And see you next time. You're all welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Bye-bye. We have come to the end of the class. See you next time. Bye. Thank you. All right. My name is Christiana Odom, by the way. It was nice meeting all of you. It was nice meeting you all.